But the file that you find about the Stinger pretty much tells you how to kill it. Which I think is funny. Hey, cut his little face. Cut his little head up. And this was a pain in the ass to kill in Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles or whatever. It was such a pain in the ass. Because I fucked that up, I'm gonna go heal. Since I messed that up, I messed it up so bad. Yep, when the Scorpion or the file explains, like, since it like rapidly grew in size, it just opened up a lot of openings in the armor. There's a lot of exposed parts in the armor, so they just abandoned using any creature with a carapace, like crabs and stuff like that. Arthropods, that's what it's called. Crustaceans, they just stopped messing with it. But we still do have like gene spliced flies with humans, the chimeras, which were also like a failed experiment. But they were stupid as hell. Yeah, the thing about James Marcus is that he used the T-Virus on a lot of different creatures, like that centipede. And then the lurk. And I think the centipede was an accident. And no, centipede is an accidental mutation. But he infected the frog, the lurker, the monkey. He used the T-Virus on a lot of things that he thought would be useful, that would make good bioweapons. But they lacked intelligence, so then he moved to using the T-Virus on people, because, you know, people are smart. But the T-Virus destroyed the brain, necrosis. You get that, Rebecca. The leeches are smart because James Marcus is controlling them, or it's not really, that's not really James Marcus. That's actually the Queen Leech. And the singing stuff is weird. It's weird, but it works. Leeches don't have eyes, or they do have eyes, don't they? Leeches have eyes, or something like that. No, they don't have eyes. I don't think they do. They respond to vibrations. That's probably why the singing works. But then he was like the Queen Leech was super far away from the train.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sentient. They're smart. They became, you know, like the leech. When James infected the leeches with the progenitor virus, it mutated in their body, in the leeches' bodies, and it became the first variation of the T virus. And I forgot to get the thing. It's alright. I always forget to get that thing out the closet on my way back. Those leeches are crazy. They touch you, you get infected. Like, I don't understand how Rebecca had a whole bunch of leeches on her body, and she's perfectly, you know, fine. She's immune to the T virus, I guess. Capcom explain. Because there's a file in this game that talks about a student that the student touched a leech, and then the student got sick. But she has slime all over her body, like her arms. The leeches were on her arms. Her milk's too strong. What the hell? Probably open this. And she still takes damage even though he didn't bite. Even though he didn't bite, he still takes damage. So I'm just gonna heal her. I don't know why Capcom didn't patch that out. Patch it out. It's so stupid. All he did was grab her arm and she took damage. Like a lot of damage. Jesus. She's pretty much in danger. Yeah, those soldiers, yeah, they got covered in leeches. But there's also an inconsistency there because Rebecca was also pretty much covered in leeches. Billy shot the leech, one of the leeches off, and I guess the vibration from the bullet stunned the rest of the leeches, so they fell off as well. But then you have these USS members covered in leeches as well, and they're shooting like crazy at the ground at their feet, and the vibrations don't knock off those leeches. This game's pretty inconsistent with the lore, with what's going on. I went the wrong way.
In 1968, Spencer appointed James Marcus as first director to an Umbrella executive training facility in Raccoon City Forest. Dr. Marcus
Oh wait, I went the right way.
Research there instead of in Umbrella's new facility in West Africa.
I went the right way. Let me kill this guy though. It's not dead. Oh, the cool thing is, Spencer actually took a picture when he was in Africa, when he was really young. There's a picture of Spencer standing by one of the statues that you have to pull the... There's a part of the game where you have to pull these things and then stairs come up and down and stuff like that.
Let's split up.
Okay.
Spencer took a picture by one of those. What am I, a pixel off? I kinda don't trust the AI. The AI likes to wait until the zombies get like right on their ass cheeks. I remember using a vibrator in Death Mark against spiders. What? Oh, I was there for that. I remember the girl that got drilled all over her body. I was thinking for a second Death Mark, and it was that game. Yeah, I remember that game when you streamed it. All right, let's get a crit. Or not. The zombies in this game are so tough. Just got a hard mode achievement for this the other day. Shit was no joke. Yeah, apparently Zero on hard is really brutal. I've never played this game on hard. This is the one Resident Evil game I've never played on hard. Yeah, wasn't the female deaths like more like erotic or something like that? Like somebody was like really into what they were doing. All right, so we're almost out of the train. That's Japan for you. Because there's a thing in Japan called Guru, yeah. That's a community that I used to be a part of for a while. And they like their sexiness. They love their titillating blood and death and stuff like that. There's a huge market for it. Hey, that's Japan for you. Freaking Fatal Frame 2. Oh my god. I watched my friend partly watched my friend play Fatal Frame Made in Black Water. And those characters look freaking fine as hell. And the death scenes and stuff, like they try to make sure you keep your attention on something, like certain parts while the person's dying and shit. Where there's that nice muscle ass.
Let's split up.
Okay.
That's probably how I got fucked up. That's probably how I developed that freaking sadistic fetish. Because when I was a kid, I watched a lot of horror movies with my mom, like Jason. Jason's one of the big ones. Jason, Child's Play, Freddy Krueger, Leprechaun, and this is all before I was even 10 years old. Now Jason, Leprechaun, and Freddy have a lot of titillating death scenes. Where's Rebecca? And titillating death scenes like, okay, this girl or this dude is going in on this girl, and then Jason comes with a spear and then stabs through both of them, and it's just ass and blood and stuff everywhere. And since I was developing, I guess that messed up the wiring in my head. So now when I see blood and gore and stuff, why is she, I keep forgetting to press the button. Now when I see blood and gore and stuff, I don't get like a reaction.
Let's
I get the
regroup.
complete
Roger.
opposite reaction when I see blood and guts and shit like that. Yeah, there's a... Whoops. Yeah, and oh my god, the Friday the 13th remake. I mean, I've already been called a sick fuck plenty of times on the internet. But the Friday the 13th remake, there's this one scene where this girl she jumps in the lake and she's hiding from Jason. She goes under a dock and then Jason stabs into the dock, stabs her in the top of the head, and then pulls it up. So then her body comes up out of the water, and then you see her titties and stuff, and then she goes up, bumps the top, and then her titties come out of the water, of course, and they bounce, and then she falls in the water because the machete comes out her skull. That was a good scene. That was like the best kill in the freaking movie.
10 minutes to.
What happened?
I'm a degenerate. A lot of people who used to watch me know that. I'm a fucking degenerate. And I'm not ashamed of it. Just because I like that kind of stuff doesn't mean I'm a serial killer or anything like that. But that's what people like to think.
The train will either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
They made him afraid of water in Freddy vs. Jason. I don't know. Outside of that, he's not really that afraid of water. Who will stay behind? Rebecca, of course.
I'll go over to the back deck and manipulate the control panel.
I'd rather Rebecca not
And
get
you'll fly the
fucked
brake
up
from here, okay?
just because of that secret cutscene. Just to see a secret cutscene.
Be careful.
Yeah.
I think the worst Jason movie, or the Jason movies got really bad after Jason Returns. They got really bad. And then the one before Jason Returns, or Jason Lives, that one was really bad. Where they had the cop guy that was a copycat Jason. I did not like that one. But then after Jason Lives, like Jason Lives, I love that one. But then after that, they just got really, really freaking silly. Especially Jason Goes to Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell. I didn't really like that one. And then, cause I don't really remember the numbers, but there's another one where Jason he's fighting a freaking bitch with psychic powers. That shit, that was terrible. Oh my god, that was terrible. I wish I would have just shot the one in the front. Yeah, the telekinesis girl, that shit was fucking hilarious. The most hilarious part, nah, you look better than her. The most hilarious part is when it's like, I think somebody got their head cut off. One of their friends got their heads cut off. And then the head fell into a flower pot. So then the girl with the telekinesis power, she picked up the flower pot that had the head in it. And she threw it at Jason. That shit was so funny. Wow, he missed, but then he like stuck to me. That shit was so funny. And Jason Goes to Manhattan, when he punched Julius's head off, that shit was hilarious. That dude's boxing Jason, and then Jason just bam, uppercut. Dude's head comes flying right off and lands in a dumpster. That was fucking hilarious. But Jason Goes to Manhattan, I feel like that one's like the scariest one if you are in their shoes, because it seems like they were killed. They were killed off when they could have gotten so much help. They could have gotten so much help from, if they would have just went to a police station or something, just sat there. Whoops. What is this one? Oh my god, I forgot what this one is. It's isn't it 477777? Yeah. I must have put 2 4s by accident.
This is Billy. I've engaged the control device for the
Oh no, it's because the teenagers went to Crystal Lake,
Break on now.
and then he chased them. He followed them out of Crystal Lake to kill them, which is like way outside of him, of his MO. Actually, no, he did that. He got, well, that was different. You know, it was the second Jason movie. He got revenge on the girl that killed his oh, what am I doing? Did I do it wrong? Isn't it 98888? Which one is it?